So before we get into this topic, guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you can receive these great notifications. So, as you can see from the title, we are talking about a situation that occurred like a day or two ago. And, well, actually, one of the situations occurred 2 days ago, and then the other situation occurred yesterday into last night. So, a lot of you may know about the group, the two brothers, the singing duo, Armand and Trey. And I absolutely love them as individuals, and I love their music and what they're doing and what they have brought to the R&B, music and the music industry or whatever. So the first situation we're going to talk about is Armand and how there's a big huge thing with people saying he faked his death, and just people pretty much being upset because of the bet that he did. Now, he said he did a bet and he had to follow through with it. My opinion about this is, I'm a firm believer when it comes to life and death is in the power of the tongue, and just speaking things into existence and everything like that. And for me to find out that this was actually a bet, I think Armand wasn't thinking at the time. For me, I'm not here to determine or judge whether or not it was a publicity stunt or something to get views. That's not my thing. I just want to actually talk about the situation at hand, you know, and why I feel like it shouldn't have been done. And everybody makes mistakes. Everybody does things or has done things in their past that were stupid. But I just want to make this video to encourage other people to, and even Armand, like, just to say, you know, be careful of the things that you speak into existence. Be careful. You know, there's people that will take what you say and run with it and create something else out of it. And then you speaking death upon yourself, really, when you're, having, excuse me, you have your friends put rest in peace and then your name behind it. And, that just kind of like opens up that situation for a lot of things to occur. Now, should he be, continue to be penalized for it? I mean, of course, people are going to be upset because a lot of people that you guys have a lot of followers and people are, the younger teenagers, children, even some of the adults. I was like kind of worried as well. Like, wow, I hope this isn't true, But some people, they have emotions, and, they are emotionally attached to some of these groups and, these young, talented artists like Armand and Trey. So, of course, they probably were very upset. I mean, some of them are going to drag it out and say that, it was done for views, as I said before, or, it was just dumb. Of course, it was a dumb thing to do. However, don't beat the boy up forever. You don't have to keep, oh, yeah, you did this, you did that, because you wouldn't want someone doing the same thing to you. There's a lot of dumb things that we've done. And, sometimes it takes experiences and things to happen for you to actually open up your eyes and realize, you know what, maybe that wasn't the smartest thing to do, or just, maybe, it's a learning experience. You learn from the things, the your hardships and things that occur in life. So with that being said, that's my thought about that. Um, as far as the, something else transpired yesterday where they decided to, I was seeing messages where people said that Armand and Trey, they're no longer together, um, as far as a group, and they have parted ways. They decided to go solo. Some people were saying, if they go solo, it's a wrap for Armand's career, and Trey's the Beyonce of the group, and this and that. Honestly, if you really think about it, there's a lot of artists today who may not be as talented, or not just as, how would I say it, they may not have the best singing voice. And I'm not saying Armand doesn't have a great singing voice, because actually Armand has a very good singing voice. He hits a lot of notes, and he's very talented, and I think he's just as talented as Trey. And I also feel like sometimes it's the people, like the fans and the people that follow them, that create these big, you know, um, controversial issues, as far as Trey being the Beyonce of the group and Armand, not. But both of them bring something great to the table, and I think them being a duo, they should actually stay that way, because that just brings something. It kind of reminds me of the R&B groups from back in the days, or back in the 90s, and what they had, and the loyalty that they had to each other. It was something strong, so you can't allow other people to come in and kind of like ruffle that up and mess that up or whatever. So I think they should just take a step back, go off stay off of social media for a while, figure it out between the two of you, because these people out here, of course, they may love you and your music and this and that, but nobody's going to love you the way, regardless of what, your brother's going to love you. You guys know what I mean. And, just kind of like talk it out and figure out what went wrong. Listen to each other, and, be respectful of each other's feelings, and be mindful that, yes, this is social media itself is a very social media itself is a very, I would say, cruel world within itself. There's a lot of people that are happy that you guys have said that you're going solo. There's a lot of people who were waiting for it. There's a lot of people who take joy in seeing things, especially between family members. And the enemy, the devil, he doesn't like that either. I mean, he loves that. I was going to say he doesn't like that, but he loves that too. He likes to see us with, discord and just not getting along. He's the author of confusion. So don't give him that satisfaction. And I'm talking to Armand, and I'm talking to Trey. Do not give him the satisfaction. Both of y'all are talented, and everyone's saying, oh, Armand's not as talented as Trey. Stop that. Like, the boy has his own voice, his own, he's capable of sounding a certain way when he needs to sound a certain way. Trey is capable of sounding a certain way when he needs to sound a certain way. They both bring something great to the table. They both sound good. They're both great artists. And, even with the look situation, some people say, oh, Armand looks better than Trey, or this and that. They're both two handsome young men. They may not look the same. To me, I actually think they have a lot of similarities, when it comes to physical appearance. However, they may not look the same. They're not twins. But at the end of the day, they're both handsome young men. They're both brothers. We're not talking about no best friends out here. We're talking about brothers. They're brothers. And, people just don't need to try to create. If you have to be an evil individual to try to create, some type of tension between them two. And then at the end of the day, they have to build up and not allow for, and not even just not allow, just see evil for what it is. Some people, like I said, they don't want you guys together. They don't want you guys to get along. And, you know, just not allow the outside world to come in and destroy something that you guys have built for so long. You guys talk about where you came from and, you know, how hard you had to struggle, and, you know, things are coming into a fruition. And when something big is about to happen, I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but when something big is about to happen in your life, sometimes the enemy will come in and he'll send, you know, a curveball to distract that and stop you from reaching your blessing. But y'all have to be bigger than that. Y'all have to show the enemy that you are bigger than that. I'm pretty sure y'all come from a household, a background where, you know, y'all believe in God and this and that. But listen, don't allow, if this is something that is just being done out of emotions, and yes, sometimes we say things that we don't mean out of emotions, but don't allow the outside world and the things that's going on the outside to break you guys up. You know, they try to put you guys against each other with the looks. They try to put you guys against each other with, you know what I'm saying, like the singing capabilities, the talent. They try to put you guys against each other with all types of things. But at the end of the day, you guys know what you have. You guys know how far you come. And don't allow anyone to mess that up. So I encourage you guys to stay away from social media for a while and just figure it out amongst you guys. Don't worry about what nobody say. You know, they're probably going to be like, oh, well, I knew, you know, they were going to get back together. Or I knew Armand couldn't do without Trey, or Trey couldn't do without Armand. So don't listen to none of that stuff. Because at the end of the day, half of these people that's saying this stuff, they don't even have their life together. I mean, I'm still trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So just be encouraged. That's all. Remember that song you guys always sing, God is able. And he's able to do just what he said he'll do. So ask him for guidance, ask him for peace, and, you know, just be the best you. Put out some music, some good music, and, you know, just do your thing. Don't do it because of what your fans are saying or this person or that person is saying. Do it for what you guys feel in your heart, genuinely, what you feel. So that's, you know, my thoughts and opinions about that. I love you guys. Hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Raw Beauty. And remember, stay positive. Stay positive. Positivity beats all the negatives and draws out all that dark energy, all the bad energy. Love you guys. See you next video. Love you guys. See you in the next video.